Hey everyone, Shebin here, and welcome to the second half of our Blood and Guts pay-per-view. We're starting things off with another Elimination Chamber. Nothing up for grabs in this one, apart from just sheer old ranking points. All 60s guys will be desperate to showcase what they can do. Scorpio Sky actually making his first appearance in this universe. We've also got Miro, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, Fenix, and EC3. So at the moment, it's a great chance for somebody to really elevate themselves up. Of course, one ranking point available for each elimination in this match. So effectively there's 5 points up for grabs here tonight. And of course you will lose a point if you are eliminated. So 5 minus points up for grabs as well. Should be an interesting match. Of course, don't forget we still have the main event, which will be for the championship. Hangman Page, Pac, Matt Hardy, Lance Archer, Brodie Lee and Moxley. That's our main event. In between this and that, though, we're going to have a Tag Team Championship match. The Hybrid 2 versus Best Friends, as we have Chris Jericho entering the match. And we're also going to have Cody going one-on-one against Dustin Rhodes as well here tonight. So lots of action still to come. And 2 more champions to crown, of course. We did crown our first champion on the buy-in just before this one. Hopefully you've seen that. If not, then I'll give you a few moments to click off before I start talking about results. But it was an interesting show. We started off with Shawn Spears and his new enforcers in Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. Of course, the Revolt, formerly known as a Revival in WWE. Taken on the Butcher, the Blade and Kip Sabian. And surprisingly enough, Butcher, Blade and Sabian picked up the win against the Revolt. So, not great for Shawn Spears. I don't think he's seeing the Revolt as a long-term option either. Talking of enforcers though, MJF and Wardlow, they defeated QT Marshall and Brandon Cutler in a tag team match. And then of course our first Elimination Chamber of the night was a Hardcore Championship match. We had Jimmy Havoc, Darby Allin, Joe Janela, Michael Nakazawa, Luther, but your first champion and the winner was Pentagon Jr. Right. It's going to be an interesting match, this one. Like I said, everyone will be in the hope of getting some points. Kenny Omega, I think, is the highest ranked in this match. Will be disappointed not being able to get himself into the championship match, but of course he lost to Matt Hardy. Jericho's currently sat on 0. Scorpio Sky on 0 as well. Ray Fenix is on a +1 at the moment. Miro's on a -1. And EC3 is on a +1 as well. So Miro is the one I think who needs the most out of this. And it's Miro who enters the match next. EC3 will be the 6th and final man to enter. Lucky EC3, of course. He's going to enter when everyone else is a bit more tired. As Miro straight away just launching Scorpio Sky across the ring via his neck. Fenix dumping Omega to the outside. And now Jericho going straight after Miro, who I think is going to be a really interesting addition to this roster. Nice knee in the back there by Miro on Jericho, who now catches Scorpio Sky in the guts with a knee. Strikes him, then into the corner he goes. Fenix climbed the cell here. What is Fenix up to? Fenix, oh! Splash off the cell. Fenix, we saw a few of those earlier on in the pre-show, didn't we? With, I think it was Pentagon diving off of the pod, as well as Jimmy Havoc dove off the pod as well, didn't he? It was craziness. So EC3 enter the match. All 6 men are in now. Be interesting to see who is the first eliminated. Be very interesting who comes out and wins this one. There could be a lot of points up for grabs. Pentagon picked up 3 points in his one tonight. Miro now with Jericho up on the shoulder. Jericho sliding free. Flapjack there by Fenix on Kenny Omega. There's the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. A Scorpio Sky now German suplex on Chris Jericho. Now, of course, there's nothing up for grabs in this one, but we will be starting the TNT Championship tournament pretty soon. So I would imagine that where you are in the rankings is going to really affect who you face. And even if you're involved in the tournament, only 8 will be involved in the TNT Championship tournament. And it would be interesting to see which the 8 that is going to be. They're going to be the 8 highest ranked. That's why it's so important to get some big points here. Nice boot in the back there by Kenny Omega. Now brings Fenix back up to his feet. Omega now hooks Fenix up into that suplex on the outside. Jericho sending Scorpio Sky back into the ring. It's a kick out by Fenix. We're still on the full amount of 6 people. Of course, it was Kenny Omega and Scorpio Sky who started this match. Jericho entered third. We had Fenix entering fourth, Miro fifth, and of course EC3 entered last. Again, only a 2 count here by Omega on Fenix. Jericho now, taking Scorpio up, dropping him in that DDT. Jericho heads back in the ring now, just leaving Scorpio Sky where he is. Jericho now sees a grounded Fenix, and I thought he was going to go after Fenix there, but it looks like EC3 is going to catch him there with the elbow in the face. Great moonwalker there by Kenny Omega, really showing some great ability with that moonwalk. Scorpio Sky comes around behind Miro into that backstabber. Nice tilt-a-whirl head scissors takedown there by Fenix on Omega as Scorpio Sky now stalking Chris Jericho. Sky takes him up and drops him down in the cutter. Scorpio Sky goes into the pin here on Chris Jericho. This could be a massive elimination. It's only a 2. Wow. Can you imagine the scenes if Scorpio Sky was to eliminate Chris Jericho? Omega sending Fenix into the netting on the outside of the ring. Not netting, it's steel mesh, isn't it, really? Miro sending EC3 into the pod. Of course, bullet-proof plastic there to stop anybody getting through. EC3, though, just slamming the face of Miro into it now as Jericho turns Scorpio Sky over. Will we get our first elimination? We do. Scorpio Sky is eliminated by Chris Jericho as now Kenny Omega pinning Fenix on the outside. Only a 2 count, but Jericho picks up an elimination. Good for him. That's a takedown there by EC3 as now Jericho pinning Fenix. It was only a 2 count, I think. Yeah, looks like it was only a 2 count. Jericho code breaker on Fenix, but it's Omega who pops into the pin. It's only a 2 count. Miro now flattening EC3. Omega taking Fenix up, dropping him head first. Once again, Omega with a pin on Fenix. And there it is. Kenny Omega gets the elimination of Fenix as well. So +1 in the rankings for him. Fenix -1 for him. Oh, I did -20 there for a second. Fat fingers, that is. EC3 now taking Jericho up. Dumping him to the outside as the door opens for Fenix to leave. Now Omega with Miro up on the shoulders. Slams him down into the One-Wing Angel. And Omega with another elimination. Wow. Omega is doing fantastically here tonight. Miro eliminated. And he's already suffered a loss. He's going to suffer a second loss now in this universe mode. So it's Jericho, EC3 and Omega left. Omega with 2 eliminations in this one so far tonight. Jericho with 1 elimination. EC3, big clubbing blow to the top of Jericho. But Omega, for me, is really forcing his way either. I wouldn't know what to do here. Whether Omega would be someone we would look at given an opportunity at the AEW Championship at the next pay-per-view. Maybe if he wins this match, that'll be a guarantee. But I think for now, it has to be one of the main contenders, potentially, for the TNT Championship tournament, you know. Omega, German suplex on EC3, keeps the grip, rolls the hip, round into, wow, a Rainmaker clothesline, but Jericho comes flying across the ring, and Omega was waiting for him. Omega now into the neckbreaker. Omega is looking incredible here tonight. Taking Jericho up on the shoulders, throws him in the air, capture German. Beautiful, but it's EC3 who tries to steal the pin here. And it's not enough. Wow. I don't know why Omega just didn't keep the grip, to be honest. I know why. Because he wasn't finished with Jericho. Hooks it. One wing angel by Omega on Jericho. But Omega backs off and is allowing EC3 the pin by the looks of it. That's interesting. Okay, so EC3 picks up the pin here. Chris Jericho is eliminated. We're down to our final two. EC3 versus Kenny Omega, sorry. Omega stiff forearm into the face of EC3. Again, raining down the strikes, but EC3 now captured Omega. Snap suplex. Which is difficult to say when you've got a lisp. EC3 now. Headlock driver, the 1%. That could be enough for EC3 to pick up the victory here. No. Decides to continue the assault here on Omega. Sends him off the ropes. Went for the back elbow, but Omega fighting back. And Omega now taking EC3 up on the shoulders. Throws him up and brings him down. Electric chair capture German. And now taking him up once again. In for the one wing angel by Kenny Omega. Still not going for the pin. Oh, no, he goes for the pin. He just didn't... I don't think he wanted to make sure he got the weight across the shoulders as well for this pin. But it still wasn't enough. Wow, kick out by EC3. At the moment, the way this match is going, Omega will sit top of the rankings here tonight. Which would be fantastic. Nice elbow there right in the gut by Omega on EC3. Big stiff clothesline as well. Omega dropping a boot in the face. And now deadlifts EC3 up into the sit-out powerbomb. Sheer brutality. Omega now drops into the pin on EC3. And that's still not enough. Wow. Still not enough. EC3 showing great resilience. He knows what he needs to do to be regarded as a top name here in AEW. And winning this match would definitely be a big one for him. Oh, and there's another headlock driver there by EC3, and he goes into the press-up position on Kenny Omega. See, that's cockiness for me. I mean, if EC3 goes for a proper pin now, I think he wins this match. But he went cocky. And I think that's has cost him here. EC3 now bringing Omega back up. Slamming him down, middle of the ring. That could be enough this time. EC3 really in control of this match. But he still can't finish it. Omega, incredible here tonight. EC3 now on the shoulders once again, dropping Omega. Wow. In a cutter. And it just seems like a matter of time now before EC3 gets the win. It's getting closer, isn't it? It's getting closer and closer, but still Kenny Omega kicks out. What does EC3 need to do to finish Kenny Omega off? Omega just kicks EC3 away. Gets her on the back. Wow, Omega might just turn this around. Capture German. Wow. How is Omega doing this after the beating he's taken over the last few minutes? He's now taking EC3 up onto the shoulder. Hooks the head. One wing angel by Kenny Omega on EC3. Into the pin he goes. 1, 2. And no! Oh my god! How was that not free? Of course, Kenny Omega was number 1 in this match as well, wasn't he? Won the original 2 to start this match. EC3, the final one out of his pod. Shows just how well Omega's done to survive past so many other people. But it's still only a 2. I can't believe how this match is going, to be honest. It's absolutely craziness. EC3 now gets caught with the elbow right in the face by Omega, and a slap. Wow, Omega just swinging the slaps, and I think EC3 is rocking that crimson mask. He's been busted open. I think that seems to have turned on something more aggressive inside of EC3. The essential character here going crazy, stamping on the knee of Omega. Dumping him back over the top. The aggression continues here from the essential character. Omega, oh, big clothesline, taking him down. And I'm just stamping on the face, of course, that face busted open. And Omega making things worse here. Oh, just raking the boots across the face. Just opening that wound further and further here. Stiff forearm there by EC3, and an elbow in the face of Omega as well. EC3 taking Omega up the shoulders, drops him in the cutter. Wow, these two have got some great chemistry between them, haven't they? There's the pin by EC3 on Kenny Omega. 1, 2, and 3. And finally, EC3 does pick up the victory. He remains unbeaten in AEW, moves up to +3 on the rankings, while Kenny Omega sits on a +4. But that is definitely thrown EC3 into potentially the TNT Championship picture. What a win. What an outstanding victory that was. It was a very interesting match. We saw some incredible work by Kenny Omega. You just have to think to yourself, if the entry order was a little bit more favourable towards Kenny Omega, would he have done well here? I mean, EC3, of course, who looks to be bleeding from the eyes. He is bleeding from the eyes. EC3 here, who is entered number 6 in this match. But this is a monumental moment for EC3. He's won the match, fantastic, but look at what it's taken out of him to do so. This, I think, might be a breakthrough victory for EC3 that really pushes him up the card to be a much more prominent member of this AEW roster. The victories showcase fantastic work from him. Unbeaten after 3 matches here in AEW. And maybe the TNT Championship title picture is firmly in his grasp. And here we go then, time to crown our first AEW Tag Team Champions. We have got, of course, Best Friends versus the Hybrid 2. So, Best Friends, let's go Hybrid 2 first. So, Hybrid 2 defeated the Young Bucks, and then they defeated Private Party to make it here. Whereas Best Friends had to defeat Proud and Powerful, and then they won the semi-final against the Dark Order. So, both teams have... I'm going to say both teams are the underdogs, don't get me wrong, but they've both come a long way. They've both defeated some very, very strong teams along the way, and it's going to be very interesting to see which one of these two teams do come out on top. And of course, we'll crown our first AEW Tag Team Champions. And then moving forward, of course, the teams that are going to get opportunities are going to be the teams towards the top of the rankings, I suppose, unless we make special dispensation for feuds or anything like that. I believe that we are going to go with the rankings. So at the moment, the rankings are... Well, Hybrid 2 are on +2 with 2 wins and 0 losses. As are the Lucha Brothers, 2 wins, 0 losses. Then we've got on 1 point, we've got the Dark Order, Hangman, Adam Page and Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara, the Young Bucks, Best Friends and Dynasty. They're all on +1 at this point in time. So I think we'll throw a few matches around this month. We'll see who it is going to be who picks up that opportunity to face off against, of course, the winners of this match at our next pay-per-view, which is going to be Double or Nothing, our next one. And the only reason we did Blood and Guts first was to bring in the Elimination Chamber style match, which I quite like, actually. I'm enjoying the Elimination Chamber style match. We've had 2 fantastic chambers so far, and we've still got 1 more to come tonight, of course, to crown our first AEW champion. But of course, after this Tag Team Championship match, we will also have Cody going one-on-one against Dustin. The rematch from All In, which Dustin won. Dustin's shown some great ability so far in this Universe mode, defeating Cody and Lance Archer as well. But of course, Cody was unhappy with that loss against Dustin at All In, has taken it out on him in several matches. Trent now bringing Angelico back up to the... Angelico currently sits on top of the rankings, by the way. He currently sits at number 1. So, the thing is here, a win for a Hybrid 2 makes them tag team champions, but it also pushes Angelico even further up to the top of the rankings. So I would suggest that maybe Angelico might end up in the TNT Championship picture, you know. I know it sounds crazy to say, but I think he might just end up in there. As Chuck, wow, Chuck with the awful waffle on Jack Evans. This could be enough here, actually, because Angelico's down. 2 and 3. Tag team champions crowned in what was a relatively short match, to be honest. Jack Evans and Angelico suffer their first tag team losses, but Trent and Chucky T pick up the victory. And they are your new, well, they are your first ever AEW Tag Team Champions. Wow, so the Hybrid 2 pick up their first loss. Best Friends pick up a victory. Update the rankings. Oh, I've done it the wrong around. I've sorted it by losses rather than points. There we go. Wow. Great win. Really, really great win for Best Friends. Brand new Tag Team Champions. Right, let's move on then to Cody versus Dustin. And here we go then, it's very personal between these two. Cody versus Dustin here. Live from AEW's Blood and Guts, of course. Like I said, Dustin got the win at All In between these two. Cody did not take it very well. He felt quite embarrassed to lose his debut match in a promotion that he co-owns. And has so forth taken it out on his brother, attacking him during a match against Jon Moxley, which Moxley went on to win. And also attacking him in a match against Lance Archer, which Dustin was still able to come out on top of. And what is this? What? That's Sean Spears dropping Dustin Rhodes. Referee hasn't seen anything there, really. It goes into the pin. 1, 2. Wow. What on earth is Sean Spears doing attacking Dustin Rhodes? Of course, we've already seen Sean Spears once tonight in a losing effort in a 6-man tag alongside the Revolt against the Butcher, the Blade and Kip Sabian. And now here he is interjecting himself in a match between Cody and Dustin. It's insane. Dustin bringing Cody back up to his feet. There's a French Chancery. Armbreaker. Dustin sends Cody into the corner. Follows it up with a running clothesline to the back. Now into the pin. Only a 1 count. But Dustin's still doing really well. Considering he's been attacked in this match, he's really learning to have to fight with adversity, isn't he, really, at this point in time? Nice takedown there by Cody on Dustin. So far, Cody has only actually wrestled once in this Universe mode. And obviously that was a loss against Dustin. Dustin has wrestled 3 times, won twice. Of course, against Lance Archer and against Cody. And picked up the 1 loss, which was against Jon Moxley, who is also still unbeaten in this Universe mode. Dusty now stalking Cody. Massive clothesline. Only a 2 count. But Dustin just seems to have that one over on Cody. I don't know if it's the aggression of Cody or what, but Dustin with the real experience edges taking advantage of his younger brother. Cody just really struggling in this match. Still can't quite get over the fact that we saw Sean Spears interfere in this match. What's Sean Spears got to offer to this? Sean Spears currently bottom of the rankings alongside Darby Allin on -3. What are they offering to this match? Why? Yeah, why? It really is a confusing one, that. Dustin now comes off the ropes, dropping his body weight across the back of Cody, who's really getting no offense in this match at all at the moment. Ever since Dustin was attacked, it seems to have G'd him on more than anything else. Stamp on the back there by Dustin, and another one as well. Cody fighting back with a boot in the face of Dustin. Running forearm, taking him down. Cody desperately needs this win here, you know. He desperately needs it. He needs to get himself on the straight and narrow. Of course, we have said that Cody will not be fighting for the AEW Championship. There's a lot more for him to do. TNT Championship and all this other sort of stuff. So there's a lot that Cody can be doing. Doesn't need the AEW title. But at the moment, I don't think championships are on his mind at all. He wants retribution over his brother, who he thinks embarrassed him. Cody now up on the middle rope. Looking to drop a fist. Wow. Sort of dipping into his father's repertoire, Dusty Rhodes. Here's the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Boot in the back there by Cody. Another boot in the spine. And dropping a boot into the arm as well of Dustin, who's back up on his feet. Catches Cody. Cody ducks underneath the clothesline and clotheslines Dustin out to the outside. And Cody's starting to get some more offense in this match now. Cody brings Dustin back up to his feet. Now dumps him back into the ring. Cody now enters the ring as well himself. No, he doesn't. He goes up to the top. Quite a distance away, Dustin here, but Cody lands the elbow right into the heart of his older brother. Bring him now up to his feet. Springs off the ropes. And flattens him. Now slamming the arm into the mat as well. Cody starting to take some more control. Now again, dropping a boot on the arm of Dustin. Cody now into that reverse chinlock on Dustin. Slowing the pace of the match down, keeping his brother grounded, but Dustin is actually making his way back up to his feet. Rocking the elbows into the gut of Cody. Into the corner. And Dustin now... Oh no. This could be bad for Cody. As we look to see some shattered dreams. Oh. Right in the meat and 2 veg. Now Dustin stalking Cody, avoided the clothesline. Another clothesline there by Dusty though. Taking Cody down. I don't like that clothesline. I might take the clothesline off him, you know. I don't know what his finisher is now. Isn't it like, well, he's got like that flipping powerbomb thing, hasn't he? I don't know what Dustin's actually using now as his finisher. Dustin Rhodes. Yeah. Let's see what it is. I'm just looking at random websites now, see if I can find out what it is. I don't think it's a clothesline, to be honest. AEW finishing move. So he's got the curtain call, lifted inverting DVD. I don't know. I'm sure he's using something different, but at the moment, he gets caught with a crossroads by Cody Rhodes. That could be the big moment for Cody in this match. 1, 2, and 3, and Cody does pick up the win. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He needed that, I think, Cody. Desperately needed that one. Yeah, he's been using the Canadian Destroyer a bit more recently. Maybe that could be a good move for him, to be honest. But of course, the final cut and that's on there anyway, so I don't know. Maybe just leave it as it is, to be honest. I just don't like the clothesline. I've never been a fan of a clothesline as a finisher, apart from Brodie's. because I like Brodie and I let him off with whatever he wants, like, but, you know, as you do. But anyway, great win here for Cody. That's going to bring him back up to a neutral on the rankings. 1 loss, 1 win for him now. And it's also going to bring Dustin down to a neutral as well, with 2 wins, 2 losses. Great win for Cody. He needed this. He needed to showcase his ability here. He's got the demon of his brother off of his back. Will he be able to ignore that now and move on, or... And we've also got to think about what's the situation here with Shawn Spears. And here we go then, time to crown an AEW champion, and what a start this is. My word, we have got Lance Archer and the Exalted One, Brodie Lee, as number 1 and number 2 in this match. Hangman Page, Pac, Matt Hardy and Jon Moxley all sit inside the cells. But of course, don't write off these two. Kenny Omega earlier on tonight was the first man who entered, and he almost came out on top. It wasn't for great resilience shown by EC3. So there's every chance one of these two guys here could still become the AEW champion. I'm really looking forward to seeing who it's going to be, to be honest. It's going to be a nice month now, having some champions for a change. Because we've had no champions so far this month at all. And moving forward, we're going to have 2 more champions coming in pretty soon, aren't we? Cruiserweight and TNT Championship being done sooner. As Lance Archer goes for the early pin here on Brodie Lee, as we await the entrant at number 3 in this match, which is going to be Broken Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy enters the match. So far, let's have a look then who is actually unbeaten. Brodie Lee, Hangman Page, Jon Moxley, Pac, and Matt Hardy are all unbeaten. The only man in this match to have actually lost a match is Lance Archer. Everyone else in this match is unbeaten, so at the end of this, there'll only be 1 unbeaten. Well, it is actually, isn't it? I mean, everybody on the roster has suffered a loss. Apart from, yeah, Brodie Lee, Hangman Page, Jon Moxley, Pac, EC3 as well, actually. So EC3 is unbeaten as well. Wow. Okay, that's an interesting move that doesn't really work inside the chamber, does it really, by Brodie Lee? Matt Hardy dropping the body weight onto the leg as the lights dim down, and we get the entrance of Jon Moxley into this match. That's not what you want, is it really? I mean, if you're a wrestler in AEW, you don't really want a madman like Jon Moxley being locked inside this cage alongside you, do you really? So of course you can still do well in this even if you don't win, because there is points up for grab for every single elimination. Pac and Hangman Page, the lucky 2 at the moment, still inside their pods. As, oh my god, Brodie Lee was taunting away at the crowd there as Moxley just ran straight through the back, and those two, of course, know each other quite well from their time in WWE. They feuded. Of course, the Shield versus the Wyatt family. Brodie now brings Moxley back up to his feet as the lights go again. It's Pac who enters next, which means Hangman Page is at the lucky number 6 draw. Matt Hardy went to clothesline the back of the head of Brodie, but Brodie just plows straight through Matt Hardy with a clothesline, only enough for a 1 count. So 5 in the ring at the moment, as Pac taking Brodie down with that tornado head scissors. Big boot in the spine. Nice super kick in the gut there by Lance Archer as well. Pac stamping on the arm of Matt Hardy once again. Now Pac heading up top. Is he going to go Black Arrow? No, he's going to go all the way to the top. Wow. Pac all the way to the top. Big splash onto Matt Hardy. Wow. Sheer brutality. There's a nice scoop slam there by Brodie Lee, taking down Lance Archer. But you've always got to have eyes in the back of your head in this sort of match as well, haven't you? As Pac just taking down Brodie Lee. Hangman Page now enters the match. Nice takedown there by Lance Archer. Hangman now looking to bring Matt Hardy back up to his feet. Matt fights back. Big clothesline taking him down as well. All 6 men now in the ring. One of these 6 men will become our first AEW champion. Who will it be? Brodie now taking Pac up and dropping him face first. And that steel on the outside. And now straight into the pod as well. Brodie being absolutely brutal here. And Brodie... Brodie spears Pac straight through the pod. Wow. Brodie destroys Pac, spearing him straight through the pod. And now Moxley heading up top as well. Moxley dives onto Matt Hardy. That's the second person who's dived on top of Matt Hardy in this match as well. Brodie, look at him just dragging the limp, lifeless body of Pac out of the pod into the pin. And this could be enough here. Brodie could have eliminated Pac. No, Pac kicked out. It did take a long time for the pin to happen, didn't it? But what a move by Brodie, just spearing Pac straight through the pod. And now Pac's back up on his feet. Incredible resilience, although he is from Newcastle, which means he's a nutter. Nice clothesline there by Moxley, taking down Lance Archer. There's the pin by Mox. 1, 2, and 3. Wow. Archer is eliminated by Jon Moxley. Archer picks up his second loss here in AEW, and Moxley gets himself another plus point. Brodie now slamming Moxley into that pod as well. And I don't think that's where Moxley wants to be. We've seen how brutal Brodie can be in these situations. Belly to belly. Throwing Moxley across the steel cage. And now raining down the rights as Matt Hardy and Hangman Page fight on the other side. So all 5 of the men left in this ring have not suffered a single loss yet. Who's going to be the first? It could be Brodie here as Moxley catches him. Paradigm shift on the steel on the outside. Pinned by Moxley. 1, 2, and 3. Brodie suffers his first loss in AEW as Moxley picks up another elimination. We're down to our final 4. And Moxley at this point in time is top of the rankings on his own. But there's still time to go in this match. He could gain more points. He could lose a point. Nice takedown there by Pac. The Hangman Page flattens Pac. Is there someone missing here? So Brodie's been eliminated. Archer's been eliminated. Matt Hardy's gone. When did that happen? When did Matt Hardy get... I missed Matt Hardy get eliminated. I can only imagine he was eliminated by Hangman Page, but I'll have to check that at the end of the match. But I can only imagine it was Hangman Page that eliminated him because Pac and Moxley were fighting inside the ring. Tombstone piledriver there by Hangman Page on Pac. Only a 2 count. So Matt Hardy is gone. So I will take that point away from Matt Hardy. But I need to try and find out who it was who actually eliminated him here. I was too busy updating the rankings with Moxley's point. Hangman now swings a right into the gut of Moxley, then spears him down. But Pac now on the back of Hangman. Nice dragon suplex. Hangman now being dragged into the middle of the ring here by Pac, who now looks to deadlift Hangman up into a German. Here's the pin by Pac. 1, 2, and 3. And Pac gets it. Pac with the elimination over Hangman Page. One of these 2 is going to become our first AEW champion. It's Pac and Jon Moxley. Mox now looking for the fisherman's. Pac rolls him up. Pac rolls him up in a small pack. Oh, it's only a 2 count. And again, Pac rolls him up into another small pack. It's still only a 2 count, but it's getting closer, isn't it, by Pac? Who now brings Mox back up to his feet. Stiff right hand, and now reverse Rana onto the steel. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. That's got to be enough, surely. Reverse Hurricanrana just slamming the head of Moxley into the steel is enough, and Pac is your first AEW champion. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a match. What a win for Pac. And Pac now sits at the top of the rankings. Only Pac and EC3 remain unbeaten in AEW. Wow, Pac though with 5 points. EC3 with 3. I think EC3 will be a good shout to be pushed into the TNT Championship picture, you know. I think definitely be a good shout for that. So tonight we have crowned our first hardcore champion in Pentagon Jr. We have crowned our first tag team champions in Best Friends, Trent and Chucky T. And we have also just crowned our first AEW champion in the shape of the Bastard Pac. There we go. What a night. What a show. And what a setup for another fantastic month of the Universe Mode coming up soon. Gonna have to think about this now. Say TNT Championship is where we're going for. Death Triangle with 2 belts tonight, I've just realised. Death Triangle looking very good. 2 belts for the Death Triangle. That should be a fun match we can have. Pac, Fenix, Pentagon. Not a bad shout, actually. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Of course, if you have enjoyed this one, lick a scribe. Hit the like and, of course, subscribe if you would like to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, Fake Image watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of AEW Dynamite. Bye.